One of the world's most active volcanoes, Hawaii's Kilauea, it's erupting again, almost a month after its last eruption stopped. You have to look at this video. It is incredible. It's powerful. It is nature rocking the universe, right? Like, it's interesting, especially when it's not a threat to life. Right, that's when it gets scary. So far, it's not. The crater, it's a crater on a summit. That's where, like, the lava flow is confined to, the top of the mountain. You can see lava from different overlooks, from different areas. It's covered something like 300 acres. Marissa Parra joins us now. So, Marissa, besides being fascinating to watch, this powerful eruption here, officials say they're not actually worried not worried so much yet about, like, people, which is a good thing.
Yeah, and there's a lead scientist who we actually had a chance to speak with about what goes into the decision making there. But you said it yourself. This really is one of the world's most active volcanoes. Hawaii is no stranger to volcanoes. In fact, Kilauea itself, which is the volcano we're talking about right now, erupted last year between September and December. And take a look at these latest images from this latest eruption at its start. This was spewing lava upwards of 160 feet into the air. And for some perspective, Hallie, that's about the size of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I mean, that lava was so fast moving at its start. And we know just how devastating these eruptions can be. In 2018, the damage to 650 homes, and it caused millions of dollars worth of damage to farmers' crops. It evacuated neighborhood after neighborhood. Thankfully, that did not turn out to be deadly, but we do know that there were people injured from that one. So, as you mentioned, this was downgraded from code red to code orange. And as I just mentioned, we had a chance to speak with someone from the Hawaiian Volcano Institute, the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory. This is Ken Hahn. He was telling us that they look at all the activity, the seismic activity, to keep track of where that lava and magma is headed specifically to assess the risk to the neighbors and everyone that lives around there. Take a listen to what he has to say about a job that has gotten particularly busy over the last few years and months.
Kilauea kind of erupts on a yearly basis, so we're always watching it. And, you know, we had our eyes trained on it pretty heavily. So we saw this about an hour and a half before the eruption began and issued an alert that there was an eruption that was probably imminent.
So, as we mentioned, Hawaii is no stranger to volcanoes. They are stunning to witness, especially when there is no one in harm's way. And we know that it's a big part of the culture, of the history. In fact, local legend has it that the land formed in Hawaii was formed as a result of the goddess of volcanoes. And Hallie, one thing that I thought was interesting, we know that the islands were formed as a result of volcanoes, but we just talked about how this has actually been a result of Hawaii's volcanoes were formed and formed lands, and we know that there were hundreds of acres added to Big Island because of a recent eruption. And as our volcanologist pointed out, when this is a safe thing to witness, you're literally watching the world being formed, Hallie.
Marissa Parra, that's a nice way to think about it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.